What makes Pete Davidson the most unpredictable and talked about man in Hollywood isn't just his career as a comedian or his memorable performances on Saturday Night Live. It's the way he's managed to captivate the entire celebrity world with a dating history so unexpected, so unconventional, that it has flipped Hollywood's romantic standards upside down. The story of Pete Davidson isn't just about who he's dated. It's about how he's redefined attractiveness, vulnerability, and the entire public perception of what it means to be in the spotlight without trying to fit in. From Staten Island to center stage, Pete's love life has become one of the most fascinating timelines in modern pop culture. And if you're not paying attention, you're missing something far deeper than just Hollywood headlines. His dating journey doesn't read like a cliché checklist of models and actresses. It tells the story of emotional evolution, public vulnerability, and a man who, whether intentionally or not, became the blueprint for an entirely new kind of celebrity heartthrob. When Pete first started appearing on SNL, his humor, rawness, and awkward charm were immediately noticeable. But few could have predicted that behind the laughs was a man who would one day be romantically linked to some of the most high-profile women in entertainment. It all began to change with Ariana Grande. Their relationship, which seemed to come out of nowhere, became a whirlwind cultural phenomenon. Their chemistry sparked immediately, they got engaged within weeks, and the internet exploded. Fans were obsessed, tabloids couldn't get enough, and social media turned their love story into meme-worthy material that defined an entire year. But beneath the surface of the jokes and the headlines was something more important: a genuine emotional bond between two people who had both faced trauma, grief, and public pressure. Pete was raw, emotional, and totally honest about how overwhelmed he felt by the intensity of the relationship, and when they eventually broke up, it wasn't just another celebrity split, it felt like the end of something truly unique. That breakup didn't slow him down. It only made the public more curious. Next came Kate Beckinsale, a pairing that shocked the internet and challenged public opinion about age, fame, and attraction. Their 20-year age difference made headlines, but it was their bold public appearances, especially that viral courtside kiss at a basketball game, that made the world realize Pete wasn't just some comedian accidentally stumbling into these relationships. There was something deeper here. He made women laugh, he listened, and he showed his flaws openly, qualities that many found more attractive than the typical Hollywood gloss. After Kate, there was Kaya Gerber, daughter of supermodel Cindy Crawford, and though their relationship was short-lived, it brought a more introspective side of Pete to the surface. He spoke about entering rehab, dealing with mental health challenges, and needing time to grow before committing to someone fully. It was a moment that showed maturity, vulnerability, and self-awareness, all while the world watched. Then came the relationship that changed everything: Pete and Kim Kardashian. If Ariana and Pete were a surprise, this was a complete cultural shockwave. A reality TV icon and business mogul dating a tattooed comic from New York. No one saw it coming. Yet, there they were, hand in hand, appearing together at events, sharing jokes, and standing firm against the storm of paparazzi, fan theories, and even Kanye West's public attacks. Through it all, Pete stayed calm, silent, and supportive. It was the first time many people saw a different kind of man beside Kim. A man who wasn't chasing fame but simply being present. Kim later spoke about how Pete made her laugh again during a difficult time, and that simple statement resonated with millions. People started to realize that maybe humor, kindness, and emotional safety mattered more than fame or fortune. Their relationship ended, but Pete's relevance didn't. If anything, it grew. He was next seen with model Emily Ratajkowski, another unexpected pairing that continued to fuel the question: what exactly is it about Pete? As speculation ran wild, so did the theories. Some said he was a rebound king, others said he had BD energy, while some insisted it was his openness about mental health, grief, and his childhood trauma that made him irresistible. But maybe the truth is that Pete Davidson doesn't hide behind the celebrity mask. He lets people see his chaos, his joy, his fears, and his realness. That level of openness is rare in Hollywood, and for many women who live under the constant glare of public scrutiny, Pete offers a sense of safety, warmth, and fun that few others can provide. His relationship with Chase Wonders, though more private, continued this trend of emotional depth and connection, showing a more grounded, less chaotic side of Pete. But now, all eyes are on his rumored connection with Madelyn Cline, the breakout star from Outer Banks. While neither has confirmed anything officially, the mere idea of this pairing has reignited the online frenzy, with fans dissecting every photo, every interaction, and every possible clue. But beyond the names and the photos lies a more important question. What does Pete Davidson's dating history say about us, the audience? Why are we so obsessed with who he's dating next? Maybe because in a world filled with polished Instagram posts, filtered faces, and carefully curated celebrity images, Pete feels like the opposite. Raw, unfiltered, and entirely human. His love life isn't about perfection. It's about connection. Each relationship isn't just a headline. It's a story of two people finding something in each other that feels real, even if it's temporary. And that's what keeps people watching. Pete Davidson has become more than just a name in the tabloids. He's a cultural phenomenon who challenges our ideas about fame, masculinity, attraction, and even heartbreak. He's not afraid to cry on stage, to speak about suicide ideation, to admit he's broken, and to laugh through the pain. In doing so, he's invited the world into a more honest version of what it means to be a man in today's world. A version that embraces emotion, sensitivity, and growth. Whether you love him or don't get the hype, Pete Davidson is redefining what it means to be desirable in Hollywood. It's not about abs, fame, or a flashy car. It's about listening, laughing, and being real. And that's why A-list women continue to be drawn to him. They see something that many overlook: depth, authenticity, and a man who isn't pretending to be anything he's not. So if you're watching this and thinking this is just another celebrity love story, think again. This is a movement, a moment, and a mirror reflecting the changing values of a generation tired of fake perfection. Pete Davidson is the unexpected icon we didn't know we needed. Because in his chaos, we find comfort, and in his stories, we see ourselves. Every photo snapped by the paparazzi, every viral meme, every shocked fan reaction is just proof that Pete's story isn't about fame, it's about humanity. And as long as he keeps being himself, the world will keep watching. Miss this video, and you'll miss more than gossip. You'll miss the blueprint for how vulnerability became the new celebrity currency. Stay with us, because Pete's journey is far from over, and every new chapter reveals a little more of the truth behind Hollywood's most unlikely romantic magnet.